would say. Even though Wally Regregi's won a Butola twice, I just think tactically he's way better. He's proactive, while he's reactive. I would be. I've got the bald head for it, so absolutely. Tarab's gone. Gotta let go of Tarab. What a player he was. My guy, how are you? Yes, Hutsam, how are you doing? How are you doing? Do you know what? I grew up just watching England a lot because Morocco, unfortunately, weren't in the World Cup often. But I do support England when I need to. Just when I need to win a trophy. I actually think England might win the trophy this year. I actually believe this is the year England will win the World Cup. You live up north with this accent, you better believe it. Imagine living down south with this accent. Bald Wal avocado, absolutely. Do you know what? I got called avocado so many times in Morocco. The cars driving past and La Vodka, they call me. Are you going to the World Cup with those prices, those tickets? I need 5 jobs, never mind 2. You a baller, you Salah. You a baller. Got some youngsters in Europe though that are coming through. England might win the World Cup. They've got a good chance. I'm telling you. England might win the World Cup. I only support Germany. Yeah, in the Euros. That's it. When it's the Euros, you support England or the country that you live in. Oh yeah, Salah. You're from Manchester as well. Need to find what? Need to find a way to get to that World Cup. Yeah. Have you seen Morocco World Cup kit? No, but you know what's funny? I've just spent so much on this kit, and apparently they're bringing a new kit out. So frustrating. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go and buy that kit as well. Tanja, also Moroccan family originated from Tanja. Nice, Ryan. Massive Liverpool fan as well. Nice, Ryan. Who's your favourite player, Ryan? What do you think of Liverpool right now? I don't think the coach should stay now. I just don't think he's good enough. I think we've got better options. I think Scooty would be a better option for sure. Which pit's the one in Arden? I used to play at pits in Arden. I haven't played football in a while, to be honest with you. But what do you think, Morocco versus Holland? I think we beat Holland, to be honest. I don't think Holland are that great. How long is Igamane out? ACL, he'll be out for like 7-8 months. He'll be out for 7-8 months for sure. Let's get Hassan. Let's see what this guy's got to say. This guy's I'll just invite him. There's a Nigerian guy on Instagram that used to be. No, he didn't let me. I invited him for a debate. Kalino, he didn't. I sent him like 7 messages. It just never came up. Never wanted to debate. He ignored all my messages. I was like, mate, let's have a debate if you're gonna call me out. And even in the comment boxes, all the Nigerian people like in the comment, and he just never acknowledged it. Absolutely, Happy New Salah. I'm in the city centre most of the time. World Cup is how much? Where's this Hassan guy? The guy asked me to. He wants to speak about Wally Regregi. Let's go. Political. What's? Bro, you saw that under 20s coach? Apparently, yeah. Apparently, the under 20s coach who might become the assistant manager. But the main thing is we get some youngsters in there. That's the main thing. Was that here before? Bonjour, yeah. No, I do other things. I do like Elias. I do mainly just football in general. Obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I follow them, and I do a bit of content on other takes as well. But Morocco's popping off. Why not? I absolutely love following Morocco. It's one of my favourite things. Did you see? Yeah, about the. I mean, I'm surprised Senegal have the face to even speak about any sort of football right now. It's absolutely disgraceful. If I was Senegal, I'd be hiding. It's very weird. I think they're just keeping quiet. I mean, it's very strange because what I'm also going to do, I'm going to create a starting 11, I believe, from Morocco. I want to debate on a football take. Come up, then, you. Come up. What have you got to debate on?
Hello?
Yes, what's going on?
Yeah, it's good. So obviously you said that we can debate something or like ask a question. So
Yeah,
here's
go
my here's my take here, football take. I think Benzema as a striker and as a player is clear of Luis Suarez. Well, not
No.
clear but better.
No, no,
Not
no,
clear
no,
but
no.
better.
No, I know
Listen,
it. No. I always put Luis Suarez as the greatest striker. I'd say.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed that because you're a Liverpool fan. But listen, I'll explain why. Look, Benzema. Listen. Benzema. What do you call it? Look at his time at Lyon. Yeah, this guy 4P in the league. No coincidence. The minute he left, they stopped winning stuff. Also, to talk about obviously at Real Madrid. Real Madrid were like kind of far behind Barcelona. Then when he got to Real Madrid, he like influenced the attack.
Brother.
Him, Ronaldo, and Bale.
One sec,
And
Hassan.
okay, yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so even Benzema in big games against the Premier League clubs, Liverpool's, the Man Cities, the Chelseas, he was literally owning them. Suarez was a stat padder against Norwich. Give him Norwich or he retires. Listen. Fun fact: Benzema has more goals against the Premier League Big Six than Luis Suarez does, and one of them did.
Yeah, but that's because you're taking small samples in greater context, right? If I play 105 games and you only play 6, you're gonna score bigger games, right? Also, can I also say? Let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you one question.
Okay.
Do you believe Benzema would in that Liverpool team? I'm not too sure if you're young enough or you're old enough. Sorry, if you remember that Liverpool team, do you honestly believe Benzema would have done the numbers that Suarez would have done with that Liverpool team and nearly won the Premier League with that Liverpool team?
Easily. If anything, he wouldn't have got suspended, and I genuinely think he would have won you the league. Listen, he's much more of a link-up player. Look,
No
this guy.
chance.
No chance.
One sec.
Go on.
He's got the second highest goals at Real Madrid history, and he's got the top assist at Real Madrid history. He's one of the most decorated players at Real Madrid. When Ronaldo left, people thought Madrid were finished. Benzema literally how do I say, he replaced like Ronaldo's absence by winning a Champions League, and he won the Ballon d'Or. He had the most arguably one-sided Ballon d'Or race in the last several years. Like nobody debated it.
Let me tell you, playing for Real Madrid as a striker, like Benzema's a good player. Like I'm not even saying Benzema was. Benzema is a world-class player, right?
Right.
But Suarez is on a different level. Like I said, Benzema wouldn't have done what Suarez did. Number one, number two, what Suarez does as an overall game. Like if you told me to talk, like the thing with Suarez is his overall game is way better as a footballer. It's way better than Benzema. Benzema is still a world-class striker, right? But Luis Suarez, against like even in that Liverpool time, would pick up a ball, 2-3 players, the heading, the way he dribbled past players. Benzema was a good player for sure, but don't forget, Benzema was a bystander for about 2 or 3 years. When Ronaldo first came in, he was struggling to get into that first 11. Benzema struggled at a point where he wanted to look elsewhere. Anywhere Luis Suarez went, he was the star man. Even don't forget, he was in the same team as Messi. And people were still talking about how world class Suarez. Do you know how great you have to be in order to be at that level? So it's not even. Again, I think Benzema is a world class striker for sure, but Suarez, there's nobody even comes close to Suarez. I don't believe.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Suarez went several years without an away goal in a UCL game. Also, I genuinely believe that if Barcelona had Benzema instead of Suarez after 2015, where I'd argue Suarez was the third best player in the attack behind Neymar and Messi, I genuinely think Barcelona would have easily won more Champions Leagues with Benzema instead of Suarez.
I mean, Suarez that year, there was one year where Suarez came and he absolutely, with Messi at his peak as well, and Suarez was still tearing apart. Like not. If you listen to even Rio Ferdinand, Steven Gerrard, like all these players that played with or against Suarez, always said no one's even close to Luis Suarez. Like that guy is just an animal. Like yeah, he did bad things off the pitch, but in terms of a striker, mate, that guy was just the things he would do was ridiculous.
Okay, one sec. So you mentioned Rio Ferdinand. You mentioned
golden boots in the era of Messi and Ronaldo, which is crazy.
You mentioned Rio Ferdinand, but this Rio Ferdinand was the same guy hyping up Benzema during his Lyon days. Like I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Man United wanted Benzema obviously before he went to Real Madrid and stuff. So you could search it up as well. Like, but listen, Benzema was an unreal talent during his Lyon days, and if you actually watch back the clips of Benzema back then,
I'm not even arguing. I agree with you. Benzema is a world class striker. I'm not even arguing that. But what I'm saying is, if you had like a starting 11 and you had to pick between Benzema and Suarez, everybody would honestly pick Suarez because of the extra things he would bring to you. Like it's not even just the goal scoring. Like it's the overall play that he would do. Yeah, Benzema drops in, but Suarez would create something out of nothing. And that was his magic. He would something that you would think, oh, that's just boom. He's got it. He's taking on 2-3 plays, smashes in the top corner. Everyone's like, what? Like he's just magic, mate. That ability as a striker is an animal, man. The guy was incredible.
Okay, one sec, one sec. So you mentioned about goals and like his goal catalog. Benzema also has an impressive goal catalog. He can do heading. He can link up the play well. Yeah. Look, bro, this guy, he played as a false. He could play as a false nine, a number nine, even a cam if you want to say that as well. Like, bro, I genuinely think Benzema could hack in a variety of positions. Look at him. Benzema is still going strong.
You think Benzema can go out wide?
Honestly, there's clips where he's actually doing well out wide, but obviously that's pushing it a bit. But listen,
yeah, exactly, he's pushing it.
No, that's what I mean. It's a controversial take, but like he could like a few games, not necessarily like consistently, I'd say. But my point is, look, Benzema is still doing it at a good level, I'd say. Honestly, look at what he did in Saudi Arabia with Al Ittihad. He won them their first league title in, I think, like the first time in a few years, and now he's gone to Al Hilal. Al Hilal. And look, it's so like Ronaldo knows this move is a threat to his career, respectfully, in Saudi Arabia. Hence why he went on.
I mean, let's not even talk about that league, and even where Suarez is the end of their career. That's a retirement plan. That's not even. We're not even going to debate that because longevity doesn't equal the high quality that you were, right? If Suarez reached a level 9 and Benzema reached an 8 for 10 years, reaching a 9 is higher than an 8, right? So longevity doesn't equal greatness for me. It's what level of peakness that you get to, basically.
But do you, all right, wait, see this question, yeah. Okay, do you think, what Benzema did, like in his Ballon d'Or season, do you genuinely think Suarez could have done that at Madrid? I don't think so, bro, respectfully.
I just think Suarez overall is just like if my life depended on it and I had to pick one striker. I'm playing in that team. You want Suarez in your team over Benzema. Benzema would coast in some games, mate. He wasn't. There were so many years where he wasn't that player. Even people joked about that he only really started picking up at the end of his career, where he started linking up because Ronaldo left and other people left. Do you know what I mean? Like Suarez was an animal from even when he was in Ajax, mate. Suarez was an animal. Like he was unplayable.
But I use that argument with Leo. But look, listen. What do you call it? Benzema, like even Lewandowski was supposed to go to Madrid, but obviously it didn't happen because of Benzema. Listen, Benzema, like I think high key, he ruined like so many top strikers' dreams of moving to Madrid, but obviously it didn't happen because he was there. I genuinely think if any other striker was there, it probably could have happened. But look, Benzema, man, this guy, he was an influential figure to Madrid's success, and I think generally, if it wasn't for him, the way he linked up the play, etc., I don't think Madrid would have been as dominant. I still think we would have won trophies in. I still think obviously we wouldn't have won trophies in Europe, but I don't think we'd have been dominant for that. That's why.
Okay. Well, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
You're wrong, but we can agree to disagree.
What do you mean I'm wrong? No, you know I've noticed. You just.
What's going on, Hassan?
Just finished from training now, innit? So just getting back into reality now, innit? So
nice. How was it?
You know what? It was intense today because we got a game followed up this weekend. So hopefully see what happens in it. So, but right now I'm actually taking my options to try and get a little bit of sabbatical leave so I can try and play abroad. But
sick. Where are you looking to go?
Well, actually, I was thinking about going to Morocco. Actually,
sick. Who for?
Well, Tugar Sports Club, my old club.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah, and my dad also contacted me as well, so...
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Mate, playing in front of those fans as well is ridiculous. I actually rate the Moroccan league. I actually think it's a pretty good league.
No, it's a good league. It's a very good league. I mean, my cousin was playing there as well, so he played for me there as well, so it's not like as if that league is a little bit different in it, but... Yeah, like, because I spoke to them both in it when I was there during the AFCON. Honestly, they were just saying that I should get back into it now. They said I could do pre-season down there with them, and hopefully see where it goes from there. But just the only problem is because like most of my family, they're all in like Tangier or Casablanca in it. It's just
really? Well, Casablanca's we did, so you're all right there.
No, I mean for Tugar Sports.
Oh, Tugar,
because they're in Rabat, aren't they? So it's just
what's the apartments? You can get an apartment for like £200-300 easy.
What, per month?
Yeah, easy.
I'd have to have a look, but it just if that's the plan, then I probably will do that, innit? So
I was looking like I lived in COVID times, and I lived in like just outside the stadium, and I barely reached like £500, and that was like really nice apartment. So like even if you just get like a little studio, easily £200-300.
Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. So that's hopefully the plan, innit? Like ideally, because I lived most of my life here playing for Liverpool, and things for that. But
let me ask you, we're going to because you're a big Welly Regragui fan, aren't you?
Oh,
what's your thoughts on Welly Regragui?
I'll be honest with you, just because I've actually had I'm close with his family, and actually being actually able to actually watch him and train alongside with him and stuff like that. He's actually a brilliant manager. I think for him, it's just he's taken on the big responsibility of being the Moroccan coach. And I think that's what the problem is because everyone expects him to, oh yeah, we should be titling for every single trophy and stuff like that with the squad that we got. But no one actually understands what it's actually like to actually be in that moment as a player or even as a manager for that mentality. And that's the problem. I think fans, they see that, oh yeah, well, we've got a big team, we've got a good team, we should be smashing everything. But no one understands the mentality that it takes. And so many fans, all the hatred as well from all the other nations as well. Algeria is one of them. Senegal's now another one now. Nigeria. Everything follows up from that. And that's the problem. I think just ideally, it's just when you look at it, it's just, I feel like the problem is, it's just everyone looks at things differently, expecting too much, when we should start expecting low and build ourselves
Really?
up.
Okay, so I disagree with you on that. So why? I'll ask you a question in terms of why do you think we should expect less?
I mean, in terms of like what we've done so far as a nation, we've done amazing, winning the African Nations for under 23s, World Cup under 20s, Arab Cup as well. Like we've done so much as a nation, but we've got to understand as well the first team is a lot different to the under 23s and the Arab Cup. So I feel like we should set our sights just a little bit lower, but if we progress, it'll show us that as a nation that, oh yeah, well, we're actually doing so much better than, most other nations now. And we should progress more because if we put ourselves up there too much, the expectations might be too much on the players, the managers, the staff, the team. As a result, it could get on a massive decline. Like look at example United. Years and years ago, they were dominating. They had too much pressure from coming on, and as a result, it's ruined a lot of things for them. And when it comes to it, now look at them, they're declining now. But yeah, they are winning their games. But if you look at the last couple of seasons, they've been declining more and more. Even look at Liverpool as well. Won the league last season, and now this season they expect them to win the Champions League and the Premier League. And we've declined so much from signing the players and stuff like that. So it's just momentum and motivation, really, at the end of the day.
For sure. I mean, I know the thing is your expectation equals to what is kind of shown, right? So let's take expectations and pressure out. Can you tell me that Moroccan team is like man for man? Can you tell me another country man for man, like if you get starting 11 against any other African nation, beats Morocco like just man for man? Like don't forget the quality that we have in the Champions League, the players.
I mean,
can you name me
not
another
really.
country
I
that's
mean,
close?
when you think of it, not really, because when you see it, Morocco's man-to-man ratio and the levels of players that they got is exceptional. And even like being able to actually go and watch all their games and actually being there in the last 3 World Cups actually I've been to, I've been to 2022, 2018, and I went to the AFCON as well. So seeing all those matches progress, I think just from that level we've gone so much better, and we do have a chance to get more better players coming in as well. I feel like as a nation we need to build up ourselves more, I guess more even though our facility is great and I've actually trained down there as well with the national team as well, I think it's brilliant. I think just the only problem is we need more fundamentals in the actual training ground in terms of like the right coaches and stuff, because a lot of them are just been brought in from locals and stuff like that. Whereas if we can bring someone else in who's got UEFA experience or even FIFA,
Well, you know, Wale Regragui in charge of that, doesn't he?
Well, actually, no, he doesn't. It's nothing to do with him, actually. It's actually to do with Fuza. He's the one that actually directs everything and actually sorts everything out. So, Rashid Ben Hamoudi, who actually I'm very close with as well, the assistant coach, he is very close like with my family and stuff like that. And he actually told me as well that basically how that works is that they hire the people before the assistant manager and the actual manager comes in. And then based on that, if they are up to the level of expectations that they think, they will keep them there. Which is why there's been a lot of talks as well, bringing Iniesta in and stuff like that, because they've got higher expectation levels.
Do you think 2 weeks of training makes a massive difference? Like in that, because you're going off to your club, right? Let's say Sabiri, for example, plays with PSV. He comes into the Moroccan team. Do you not think, a question more for you, being in that environment, do you not think a manager has more, let's say the position of people playing in, what he says to them, the changes that he makes on the pitch? I honestly believe that has more of an effect than bringing coaches, because no, Sabiri's not going to Morocco to learn how to turn a player, how to do a touch, how to 1-2 pass with his midfield, right? Regardless of who the coaches are, for me, I believe it's the manager's decision making at the end of the day that's
it is, yeah. But then it also, because you got to understand as well, Morocco isn't like most other nations where they actually expect to bring their own staff in and stuff like that. Most of it is done dealing with the actual principle of like the actual club as well, and then also of course you got everyone knows about Fuzan, the way that he runs things as well. And when I actually spoke to him as well and actually, understood what you're actually doing, he's got a certain way and he sticks to that way. He doesn't change it. He doesn't like to have anything different based on that. And sometimes yes, like for the academy level, when I was with the under 20s and the under 23s, you can see that difference that it's paying off there. But when it comes to the first team, I feel like they're not done enough and I feel like they could do more.
But so my question is, what would they learn in that little camp of like 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks? What would they learn on those like international breaks?
Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't say 1 to 2 weeks is enough. I would say bring someone in now, ideally that can be able to help them. So, example, if you brought Iniesta in, he's got a big, massive philosophy when he brings it in. He can understand the midfield roles a lot more as well, the creative attacks and the defensive as well. So if you bring someone like him in as well, and don't get me wrong, when you look at Sekatui as well, he's a brilliant coach. When he coached me, I saw how much momentum I had for him, better than when I even had Gerrard as a coach as well at the academy level at Liverpool. He has such a high expectations that he would expect from you.
Yeah.
But I feel like with Sekatui, the only problem is with him, if he was around the first team more, I think the first team would progress a lot more. But because his role is ideally just dealing with the under 23s or the reserve A, pretty much what it is called, they look at things different from a different perspective. And I feel like when you look at it, one thing that they could do to build up more, I think, is just bring more people who can understand the World Cup level a lot more compared to, because everyone talks about the last World Cup being a fluke for Morocco. But we all know how good Morocco was and how the team that we had to build it. Whereas now everyone's expecting us to reach the semi-finals again, to reach the final. And I feel like now we need to be at the level now where they think, okay, yes, we've got to be worried about Morocco now. So let's bring in the right staff or the right people to bring in that can actually progress us there. Like, example, the Morocco-Nigeria game, when I went to watch that, everyone knew how good Morocco was playing because the level that we built ourselves to get to that level is like got us to point to that level. And I feel like now it's just trying to figure out what we can do to. So.
Cutting off. Hello?
Maybe.
I think you just coughed there.
Well, I'm here now. I'm here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just yeah. So I feel like from what you're saying, from the videos I've watched as well, you're 100% right with, I'd say, with all the stuff you've talked about in terms of Morocco as well and for Liverpool. But I feel like now when you look at the players now to bring in, who would you bring in? That's the question.
Players wise, I think we could easily bring in like another 8 different players. We could easily bring in. I think the team selection for me. Well, I mean the squad selection, like the teams, like forget the team selection for now. The squad selection was very poor for African Cup of Nations. But I think again for Willy Regragui, and this is where like I almost empathise with him because I think it was a political thing where he felt that it was Morocco's first African Cup of Nations hosting it in his generation. He wants to give the people that was with him from the beginning almost in that World Cup another, almost like a gift to be like, right, you guys stood with me in the World Cup. He can't then drop Says, Yemek and Thingy and bring in the new talent that would have had more of an effect, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But for me, that's why I think, I don't know, the human of him must have made that decision where it's like, I can't drop these guys. They've been with me in the semi-final, last AFCON. But every Moroccan was like screaming for it. Like we just needed like one or two young talent in that squad. We had no legs. We had no like pace up top. Everyone was so like, remember the first 2 matches, he kept playing Siberian and Diaz out wide, and he was just like zero pace. The minute Abdi came in, Zazuli, we seen a bit of pace, and all of a sudden, their defenders are dropping back 10 yards, and it's like
yeah, exactly.
More pace.
I feel like for him, he's got to at least start most games now. Like seeing Abdi as well, see the way that he's playing at Betis, and seeing him for Morocco. We need something like that, just a little start. To go from the first minute of the match. Saibari, he's a very good player as well. He's very creative. But I feel like for Morocco, he's lacking a little bit in terms of creativity in the wides, whereas if you stick him in the middle, he could do a lot more. But
this is my frustration with Willie, because I feel like he doesn't play to their advantages. He plays, like when we came against Nigeria, I just saw a team that had fear. We just dropped back. So I was like, why are we fear? We're the home nation. Like, when Liverpool play teams at home, I never want to see Liverpool sit back in a low block and waiting for the other team. I hate it. I'm like, we're the home nation, we're the home team. Let the team worry about us. Sabiri should be like having the free roam behind the striker. Diaz, I don't feel like he's a winger, but he played well, so we left him there. We needed to almost give people the freedom to play. And it was like, no, Sabiri, you now need to play almost like the amount of tackles, and fair play to him, the amount of tackles I seen Sabiri do in our box was mental. And I was like, why is this guy in our box defending for his life when it should be the other way around, where we should be dictating what's going on in their box? And that's why I think with Welly Regragui, because he is a defensive player originally and he is defensive minded, and maybe we grew up in the mentality of Morocco always playing a low block and then we counter because that's what we did for so many generations. Where now it's almost like the tables are turned, where we become the home nation of leading in Africa, of wanting to dominate teams. And it's like we almost have that fear of constantly trying to dominate games. It's like, no. Now we see in Nigeria that we're, when history tells us Nigeria are a bigger team and Senegal are a bigger team, we almost mentally think, oh my God, these are big teams. We drop back, and it's like, no, we're now the big team. We're now the team that has to lead and dominate these countries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you're 100% when it comes to that as well. But it's like I feel like we've got the creativity as well. That's I don't think that's the issue. I think it's just trying to actually build something now. I feel like what Waleed should be doing now for the next couple of months is try to systematically find what's the best option to start off the first match against either Scotland or against Brazil or even against Haiti as well, to find out what the best starting lineup is from the get-go, get people terrified of how good our squad is.
That is a good thing we just said. Like Welly Regragui struggles against low block teams. I mean, we saw it against Tanzania and Comoros, where it's like they go low block, and it's like, but again, we just didn't have any pace out wide. Those first two games, we were screaming for pace. I just don't think we have any pace in that squad. Like we had Talbi sat on the bench. Talbi barely came on, and yet we brought on Nasiri and Rahimi, who has zero pace again. So for me, again, it's the decision making. I was like, why are we bringing on these players that are just going to hold up the play? And we have no pace up top. Why are we not playing like Talbi or Achumash came on the last, like maybe in the quarters for a bit in the semis? But I didn't really see any pace up top. And every time we went a goal up, he just kept bringing like Rahimi and Nasiri. At one point, we had Rahimi, Nasiri, and Kabi up top, all three of them as like our main front three. And I was like, that is such like a slow team up top.
That is, yeah. And I feel like now we need to figure something out, sort something out before the World Cup, because hopefully I'm going to be planning to go watch it, hopefully. So now I think it's just the plan now, just trying to sort something out for the next step, I think. So it's
We'll
like
have 2 friendlies in March. That will tell 1,000 stories, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that exactly.
Rahimi does need to go. I don't want to see Rahimi in that squad at all.
I don't think so either. But the problem is now all the players are injured now. It's like my cousin now, Unahi, he's injured now for the next couple of weeks. And he's going to go from that. I don't know how well he's going to progress now to getting back into it. But honestly, anything can happen now.
Yeah,
I just feel like...
Even like Hamza Egamin, he's out to like October, November at ACL.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just read the message. Yeah, good luck, mate. £2,000 ticket to watch Rahimi. Well, I mean, I don't pay for the tickets. I get them for free from my cousin. But I mean, hopefully see something from that. But it's just the only problem now is like even the AFCON as well, it was really annoying to get tickets because the finals and the semis, I had to like beg my cousin to get tickets to come through. And even then, he got me all the group stages up to the quarterfinal. And then for the final, he got for me. But then I feel like the semis and the quarterfinals, it was impossible to get, even for him.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like, especially the finals, that was like, people were quoting 1K, 2K. I was like, absolutely not.
Oh, no, it was more than that. Literally, there's people that are asking me nearly £4,000 or £5,000 for it, and I was like, yeah, no chance.
Yeah, that's right.
Then I asked one of the players to like, get it for me, and then he was like, yeah, sound. So I was putting like an invitation line, which is not too bad, but even then it's like...
Let's see what this guy's got to say. He's got some crazy takes.
That's a crazy thing.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Just finished work.
Yo, boys, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm good. Bro, honestly, I'm gonna be fully honest with you, right?
Please.
I really think Walid Regragui should just be either sacked or he should actually leave his job.
I agree.
It's not that
why,
easy.
right?
It's not that easy, trust me.
It's not that easy. Wait,
would
wait. I
come-
understand it's not.
who would come
That's the
in?
problem, though. Who would you have to replace those straight away? Because right now,
Bro,
you got to
I'd
understand as
actually
well.
put Siptiwi. Bro,
Yeah,
because
but
like
Six
if you
the
see
problem is, but the
Siptiwi-
problem is with him, he's not had enough first team experience to build himself into the World Cup, whereas Waleed
I
has.
understand. Okay, when Wahid got sacked, right, and Regragui only had like 3 or 4 months to prepare the team. Look what
Yeah, but,
happened.
yeah, but that's the
point,
problem.
good
The difference
point.
is with Waleed though is that Waleed had professional experience playing for the first team, not only in Africa but also in Europe. Sekatui, who was actually my old coach, he's not even had enough first team experience with the first team players. That's one thing you got to understand. But when I said about Waleed, he was playing in France a little bit as well. He also had experience doing coaching in France as well for a little short period before he came back to Wydad.
Well, playing wise, Sakuti's more exposed than Sakuti's played in Champions League football. He's never played in Champions League football.
That's true, yeah. But I feel like with Sikatui though, in terms of managing,
No, but the
because
thing is like
playing and managing is different though. You got to
Yeah,
understand.
of course. I agree. Jose Mourinho's never played football. He's probably one of the greatest managers to ever exist.
Exactly, yeah. So when you look at it,
no, of course,
Sikatui, his
but, like,
management
yeah,
experience, he's an amazing coach. When he taught me during the under 21s and under 23s,
But what about the Olympics, for example? Like
even the Olympics,
he
he did it great as well. The thing is, Olympics, he did great as well. I think, in my opinion, if he just had just a little bit more experience, then I would want to have him as a first team coach. So I'd probably say after the World Cup, I would want him there.
But it's almost like you're putting your
bro,
bets
but
on,
like
right?
the thing is with Waleed, right? The thing is with Waleed, right? It's like, let's say he goes into the next World Cup, right? Teams like Haiti and Scotland, right? They're gonna think in their mind, okay, we're gonna play a national team that is not actually going to defend, right? And then if you just look how the way Waleed even plays, bro, it's mostly like, oh, he scores only 1 goal and starts playing defense. We saw that against Tanzania, we saw that against Mali, we even saw that against Cameroon. Mind you that, right? It's like even bro in AFCON, right? When you see against Senegal, like even Hassan knows what I even talk about because I play for Al Ahli Academy in Egypt, right? It's like football is mostly a mental game, right? Before tactical and like players' quality, right?
yeah.
So like even when you saw against Senegal, right? When the Senegalese manager did like 2 to 3 subs in the 77th minute, you just saw Waleed Regragui just did some like
That was one of my
random,
takes. Yeah, exactly.
random substitutes. Like
But the
I'm sorry,
frustrating
like
part
why
was
would
for
you
me
put
was the fact that he
Igaman
didn't take
in?
the frustrating part for me was he didn't take Enawi off. It's like forget Wally Regragui. Like I think Wally Regragui is a good motivator, right? I think he's good at like screaming, shouting, whatever the case is. He's actually brought us together in terms of fans and the players. Like he's brought that bridge over from a Moroccan coach. I think he's done well in that aspect. My worry is, and I said it before the tournament started, everyone slated me when I said, my worry isn't the group stages or even the quarterfinals. It's when we get to that semi-final or final position, and there's like 10 minutes left, and he has to make a decision whether to win the game or lose the game. 9 times out of 10, Wally Regragui makes the wrong decision. He's so reactive to certain situations where other managers are so
Yeah,
proactive.
exactly.
And that other manager, Sakuti, he always seems to find a way. There's always bits where he's always constantly looking, changing. He's always making his decision on his half.
Bro, exactly. And it's like the weirdest thing, right? Like we both know Inisiri is the type of player that he uses when he wants to defend.
Yeah.
Right? He's literally losing 1-0 to Senegal and he plays Inisiri. Right? And as we know, bro, like Inisiri is like when it
I
comes
would
to like
rather have had Raheem
football
playing.
touches.
In that final, when I went to watch, I would rather have Rahimi playing than Nasiri. Like, don't get me wrong, the World Cup, he was spent.
But Hassan, listen to what Rahimi plays in the United Emirates League. No,
Yeah, but who else would you have? That's the thing.
I would have
because right now-
Talbi plays for Sunderland, who bags it
Yeah,
like.
I'm saying as a striker in that moment when you're not scoring goals
Yeah,
and
but
the
we're
wingers
talking
right
about
now have
as
been replaced
striker.
already, and you have one player. But you got to understand as well. In that final, you had one substitution left, and you needed someone to do a header. In that moment, I would say in that moment I would have had Rahimi on as a last option. I would have Talbi to play.
Bro.
He's a brilliant.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm
What?
gonna put fucking Eliamir in striker. And just starts hopping header.
No, but Ali
Rather
Yamik
than
though, he's a
Inisiri,
weird
bro.
player though. Ali Yamik is a weird player, and in honesty, I would
Did
even.
you see his last match? Bro got a goal and then an own goal and then a red card.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I think I would even want to have him actually play
Yeah,
for
the
Morocco
squad.
now. I want to have him in the
No,
squad.
that shouldn't even be a debate. That is
Bro,
one.
there is no
Yemek
chance, bro.
says Yemek says and Raheem are the three. That other people maybe I don't. I mean, I can still go on, but Yemek, Sace, and Rahimi, they need to put a picture on the wall, be like, you're not allowed in, like a big X, like that's it, it's over for you guys. Like go some, like they should be playing in the Arab League and stuff. That's their level. Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
how
exactly.
you-
Yeah, but even then, like the
Yeah.
Arab League as well. I mean, I've had offers to play there, but even then, it's like I'm still debating whether to go or not. But the problem is that for me to play for them now, if I play that, I can never play for Morocco again. That's under the new rule guideline now. If I played in the
I mean, it's
UAE
not
league.
that, bro. I mean, listen, if you're a good technical and skills player and you have like stats,
Yeah, but you got to understand
can
as
make
well.
it.
You got to understand
You
as
know
well
what
as
I'm
a
saying?
22. Yeah, but you have to understand as well as a 22-year-old player who's previously played for Liverpool. You got to understand as well that if I wanted to be able to play in the UAE or the Qatari league, I will never be able to play for Morocco again. It's part of their guidelines and district that they've got. They would actually get me to be a resident there for 4 years and then play for their Qatar team. That's actually part of their system that they put in.
Yeah.
That's why you
understand.
never see any Qatari players or UAE players actually playing for Morocco now.
Yeah.
Because most of them all actually play in the UAE or the Qatar national team.
Something is wrong with Yemek. That guy,
Yeah, that's
honestly,
true.
it's like any wrong decision. He's like, yeah, I'll do that one. I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
I don't even
Bro,
know. Either.
alhamdulillah, bro. Shadi Riyadh is back, bro. Shadi's
He's such
like
a good
so
player,
important,
Shadi
bro.
Riyadh.
I
He's
hope
such
he
a
was in
good player.
AFCON, but he got injured.
Hopefully, Kate
Yeah.
keeps fit.
And bro-
That's the main thing.
No, but the thing is, though, he's regularly playing now. I think he'll be in that World Cup squad. Easy start. He'll be there.
Bro,
He'll
he
be
should, bro.
yeah. He'll be an easy start to play there. I would have him. I put Naif Agad on, Mizraoui left back, Hakimi right back, Bono. I put Al Ayanawi, my cousin Onahi, and then I'll probably put Al Khanous in the midfield as well. Right wing I put Diaz, left wing I put Azazuli, and then if Igaman is back, I put him up front.
I mean, if we could get Boadi, I'd get him in.
Bro,
I mean,
I'll be-
Adley looks pretty good as well. There's so many players that we can look at now. There's so
I thought
many.
Boadi is actually already chosen Morocco. Is he not done yet?
No, there's rumours. There's big
Yeah,
rumours.
yeah,
that he has,
bro.
but
He's
it's not-
probably
it's
gonna
not
come in
confirmed.
March.
Yeah. I
Bro,
would
I'll
want
be
him to
honest
play
with you,
midfield.
I really
because
think-
he's honestly he
Yeah.
plays the exact similar role to my cousin as well, and I feel like for him because he's really young as well. I think he's 18 now, isn't he, or 17?
But Boadi plays more defense. He's more like a Busquets.
Yeah.
He's so deep. He plays a more deep.
So who would you have him? Would you have him or
Well,
would you put Al
okay.
Ayanawi then?
I'd play both of them with Saberi as the Saberi or Nahi behind the 10 as a 10,
Yeah.
like free roam.
Bro, but
Yeah, but the problem
Sabir
is
is
with
like
Unahi,
too heavy though. Like
the problem is with Unahi, like I've trained.
Like
and
Sabir is
played
the
with
type
him
of
as a
player
kid.
that is heavy.
Yeah, that's why he's better as a 10, like behind the striker. He can't be defending. He can't be going up and down
Yeah.
the pitch as a box to box. He hasn't got the legs.
Yeah, you're right with that. But it's like even example, like
Loser as well, yeah.
the thing is, like, I've actually trained and like played with Unahi as a kid. Do you know what I mean? Like most of my life, I've been with him, been around him. We even played it with Mohammed V together. So we started off playing there together. And when I saw him play, he's not much of like a number 10. He's always been a number 8, or he's always been a number 6, in my opinion. But I think for him, if he goes into the World Cup now, I think for him he should just play as a central midfield like he did in the last World Cup. Yeah,
Things I
well,
don't think in this World Cup we should be looking the mistake that we did in AFCON, and I think what Morocco don't do is they just look at a starting 11. I think you don't change too much, but like Unahi and Sabiri can swap and
Yeah.
keep them fit continuously. Like we've got Louza, we've got Bouadi, hopefully, and then we've got Nawi. I think them three just constantly change throughout the tournament and just keep them fresh. Like even when we get to the semi-final, you just keep like a defensive structure in that team fit, and then Diaz, Akhoumash, Adli, and Abdi Zazul. You just constantly keep changing these players to keep fit. So every time they start, every player's at like 100%, rather than getting to like the semi-final and we're on our last legs like we usually are.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, why not we play like a 4-2-3-1, right? El Ainawi and like Bouadi 2 CDMs.
Yeah.
I think Brahim Diaz is a player who should not play in the wing. Because even if we saw in AFCON, like he does not really go to the right wing, like to the sides. He mostly goes to the, how do you say, to the small spaces. You know what I mean? To like the side of the box. So I think he should be like a 10 player. I really think Mohammed should be a right winger. I think like I don't really think
I agree.
What
we
does
have
Mohammed
that
play? Is
technical
he
and
left
like
wing or right wing?
He plays on a
no, he's a
plays on
right winger, bro.
right wing.
Right wing. Yeah. Thought so.
I mean, again, I'd bring him
Because
just
like,
for the
bro,
fact that we could interchange so much, right? We can keep these.
My
players
question,
fit.
Loser, why was he not integrated into the team already? Like he's
I think it's
26 years
political.
old.
Yeah, I
He's
know
doing
it's
amazing in the Champions.
Yeah, I think it was political. He had an
26.
issue.
Nah,
with the
it's
Greggy?
100% political. I mean, there's a lot of process you got to do before you actually get signed on with the national team, anyways, and that's the problem. I feel like now it's like with England, it's just a simple setup where you just have to sign a form. Whereas now, a lot of the players that are coming in from Europe, you have to all get your Pidaka done, you have to get your visa done, and then once all that's cleared out, then you have to sign the contract.
I honestly believe
play
Willie
for it.
Greggy doesn't like big personalities in that team. Like if you look at every player, it's every player that follows his suit. Like that's the reason why he doesn't bring these new personalities in, because I think he just wants to focus on the football rather than bringing a loser who's going to challenge him. He doesn't want to bring in these players that he might have a trick like Soufiane Diop. The guy's like, I think it's like third or fourth top goal scorer in France. Like why was he not selected? Why was he not even looked at? But again, I think because of his
bro,
personality.
but wasn't he injured back then though?
No, he wasn't injured. He
Wasn't-
was still regularly playing. It's his mentality. That's the problem. You got to have a simple mindset, mentality. You can't just have a big ego and then expect to be in the squad now. Like look at Lamine
Bro,
Yamal.
but I don't think he
That's
really
the
has a
manager's
big
job,
ego.
though. That is the
like,
manager's job to manage that.
Yeah, that's true. But example,
Otherwise,
look
what do
at
we just get like shit plays that have a low personality? Like, is that what we do?
no, that's true.
bro, like
No,
for
no,
example,
you're right.
like
You're right.
Hakim Ziyech, bro, like
The thing is, you got to understand as well. Like, look at example Lamine Yamal. How many times has that Spanish
Back
national team? And look at example the way it's been progressed for him as a player. How much hatred has he been built up already with the Spain national team now? You look at him and you're thinking, oh shit, why is he even still there playing for Spain if he's getting hatred every single week from the Spanish fans week in, week out? And that's the problem though. It's like he's got a big ego. Don't get me wrong. He's probably one of the most talented players in the world. Could have played for Morocco as well. But then you also look at it, his mentality is not that good. It's got the worst ego. So what would you do in that situation if you were him?
bro, honestly though, I mean, bro, sometimes like his ego actually turns out to be positive. You get
Yeah, but
saying?
let's say example
Like, for
now
example,
that
in
could
our
you
national
got to
team.
understand as well. That's like the downfall as well. So example with Barcelona,
you're
yeah,
right.
that could work. But let's say example he plays a shit game for Spain. That hatred is going to build up on him to the point where he might not even start performing well the next couple of games for Spain. Next thing you know, he'll get straight shipped out. Look at example Brahim Diaz before he played for Morocco. He played one good game for Spain. After that, he played a shit game afterwards. He got sidelined for years. Got so much hatred that put on towards him, and then as a result, he chose Morocco. And now look at him now; he's balling it out week in, week out every time he plays for Morocco. So,
Bro, but like for example, like a player like Hakim Ziyech, like all of us know, like this guy is probably he has like a high ass ego that nobody can control, right?
yeah.
But at
I
the
feel
same
like
time,
with
bro,
him-
he was like actually performing in the World Cup. Like in the
But I
World
feel
Cup,
like
bro,
with
he was
him,
like
he's-
one of our most
I
important
feel like
players.
with him, you can work around him, though. That's the thing. Diop, you can't. That's the problem. You can't work around with a player like him, and that's the problem. Because at all the teams
I think if he's gonna score you important goals, I think you just deal with it. I honestly, I think it's well his job as a man manager to put his arm around him and be like, you're gonna start. Because I would start Diop in front of Abdi Zazuli at times because Abdi Zazuli is good pace, but he's got no end product.
Yeah, that's true.
Soufiane Diop is smart in his end products, but maybe hasn't got that. Like you said, he's got issues with personality traits, whatever. But it's well his job to put his arm around these players, invite them in, and be like, you're gonna start for me, or you're gonna do this. But again, I think he went with the safe option. He trusts Sace, he trusts Yemek, he trusts Shibi, he trusts all these players that he knows are not going to answer him back, or he's going to give him issues. Diop is humble. But he may be humble for sure, but I think he may not be humble towards Wally Rodriguez. That's the issue that we've got. And I think
that's true.
Loser for sure is a rocket in that squad.
Yeah.
What about the Starsborg player? What do you guys think of him? The central midfielder Moroccan that plays for Starsborg.
Murabat, is it?
I'm not really sure.
El Morabat's his name, I think is, yeah. No, he's a good player. I would have him as well, just as a backup.
Samir Morbat, yeah. But again, we've got options. This is the reason why we don't need to be coming to the World Cup. Like we can, but the issue is we should have used all our friendlies having a look at these players. Do you know what I mean? We shouldn't be going to the World Cup, and we're still sat here like, is this guy? Do we know? We've never seen these players play before, and they're 21, 22 years old. Imagine Saka being 22, 23 years old, and we've still not even England didn't have a look at him. Like these players could be potentially rising stars or superstars, and we're still stuck with the Yemiks and the other players.
Yeah. I mean,
Like who's that guy who plays in
in
the Portuguese league? He's like third top goal scorer. I think he's never ever played for Morocco, and he's 25 years old.
Bro, the thing is with Morocco, bro, the players just be balling in their teams, and then when they pull up to the national team, they turn into
don't
like
do anything.
Ebola
That's the
players.
problem. Like Sabiri, like he didn't do much towards the final, whatever it was. I think the next game afterwards for PSV in the Champions League, he scored a belter against Bayern Munich.
Oh yeah, against
Yeah,
Bayern. Munich.
against
I'm
Bayern.
No,
just
he had
thinking in my head, like, why
two
can't you do that against
opportunities.
Morocco? Why can't you do that for Morocco?
In the final against Senegal, he had multiple opportunities to either. You know what the worst one was when he didn't pass to Diaz. And Diaz was literally open
that's-
goal. It was
Do
a
you know what?
one-on-one
I go to bed.
between him
I
and
go
the
to bed.
goalkeeper.
Honestly, I go to bed at times, and that plays through my head.
Yeah.
He did it twice. It was again as well against Nigeria. There's another time he did it as well. I think it was Diaz was also by himself.
I think with Saberi it's the case of him being. I think it's the manager's like tactics to be like. I mean, remember the one where he was 3 on goal, a defender cut across and he chopped it back on his left and he shot, and I was like, that's the Saberi that we know, right? He's like such a threat on these like tight little spaces. But if you said to me, like sum up Saberi's game, I'd be like most of the time he was box to box. 1 minute he's like defending for his life in our box. Next minute he's doing a little bit of magic up top here and there. But if you like, that's not the Saberi that we know at PSV. PSV, he's just playing behind the striker and he's just constantly counter attacking or like doing a bit of magic in the box or something. Like I never like I don't know. I don't watch PSV week in week out. It's only in Champions League I really watch him in. And he's just such a threat up top. Like he's always got that. You just never know what he's going to do next. And in the African Cup of Nations, I see him next to it, and now he's defending for his life. I'm like, what are you doing back here, man?
Well, but
I
don't you
think
think it's
for
like
me,
the top
one thing I
tactics
can say
in the
now
Dragon,
is-
please?
Go on. I was going to say one thing I can say now is I'd have Saiss in the World Cup not to play, but just to be that extra person there because he's got the motivation.
hell no, bro.
No.
No, to
Hell
coach, to
no,
coach,
bro.
to coach.
No, has
If he means to coach, I agree. Like to coach with these guys.
What
like,
did you just say? Are you crazy?
Coach what,
Saiss?
bro?
No,
No,
but
mate.
hear me out. Hear
That's
me
the
out.
only-
bro.
No,
but
the
hear me
guy
out,
is
hear
Gonna
me out.
coach him on how to get injured
No, but
in
hear me
the
out,
first
because I'm not
game,
saying
bro.
for him
What
to
coach
play.
what,
No.
bro?
Let
I'd
me
say
speak,
though
let me
we would
speak, let me
have.
It stinks. It
No, I'd
stinks.
say we would have Naif again to play, Shadi Riyad, Ait Abulan, and then I would say, as that fourth defender, just someone who's had the experience to understand.
I don't
the
care
style.
if he's bloody the most intelligent man. That guy can be a coach. He can.
Do we have like
I don't care if
top
he's
5
Gandalf.
right
I
back
don't
in
care
the
if he's
world on
Gandalf
our
the Grey,
team,
mate.
right?
That guy should be a coach. I don't want him anywhere near. He should not be taking a spot from any player.
No,
Bro,
I'm not
he's
saying
gonna-
for him
he-
to actually
he's
play.
going
John
to
guy,
I'm
it's
not
like
saying
Henderson
for
with
him to
England.
play. I would say I'd actually have him. I'd actually change the backroom staff. I'd actually put him as like an assistant coach or something for defending.
Puts the kit out and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't mind
that's
that.
what I'm thinking. Because
Yeah, that's
as
what I mean,
a
yeah,
player,
coach, yeah.
he's done. He's done. He's too old now.
He was done he was done at the World Cup, and then we managed
Yeah.
to get some juice out of him. Then we got to the African Cup of Nations. Was like, okay, so we're starting here, and then we got to this African Cup of Nations, and we started the first game. It's like it's crazy, man.
Yeah, but out.
Yeah, but you
15
got to
minutes.
understand as well, that first game, though, we didn't have the full entire squad that we needed to have for defending-wise. Because we could have had Ait Abulal playing, the defender as well. Is it Renz? Or is it...
Yeah, Renz.
Yeah, Renz. He could have been started, but also with him, he's not had enough experience yet to be able to progress.
But this is
through
what I'm
that.
saying, Hassan. Why we had 17 friendlies where we won all these amazing games. He should have played at least half of them. The 3 friendlies that we played before the African Cup of Nations, Saiss and Yemek was starting. How is that even possible?
But it was against like easy teams, though.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
like-
point. That's
it
my
wasn't
problem. No. The biggest problem about these friendlies, right? They're against teams that if you make a mistake, you're not going to get punished by. That's my biggest worry about the friendlies that are coming up to the World Cup. If we're playing easy teams, they're not gonna exploit our mistakes. They're not gonna challenge us when we do something wrong. Most
I
of
don't
the
even
teams that we
mind.
play.
I don't even mind losing 4-0 against these teams if we see Baudelaire do some great defending, like just getting used to the team dynamics. I don't care about the results of these friendlies. Like most of these times, is getting these youngsters in, like sitting in the camp and understand
Yeah.
it. Budalel played like the last. I remember he played. There's like the game before the African Cup of Nations. Budalel came on in the last 5 minutes, and he looked so solid. He picked up the ball. He dribbled past like 2 players. I was like, where the hell's this guy been? Like, why are we starting Yemek and Says a couple of games before the African Cup of Nations?
That's true, yeah. Also, my cousin's he's out for another 2 weeks, but I think after that he should be back into the squad. I think.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Tell him we'll make a dua for him, innit?
Yeah.
For now.
I might try to get him on call on here at some point, innit? But he doesn't really speak much English. But I think just seriously though, Morocco, what we have achieved over the last couple of years since 2018, it's just been remarkable. And actually to see.
100%.
And I feel like right now, hopefully, I can build myself to get hopefully with that national team. But even then, it's getting harder and harder for myself now because it's like I had the choice to play for England or to choose Morocco. I chose Morocco all the way because it's my heritage. It's always been something that I've been a part of.
Bro, in both national teams, you're not gonna win a trophy, bro. It's okay. Bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
Because
this World Cup, I think. Now, this World Cup, I think the final will be England-Spain. The final.
Nah,
I don't think it will.
I don't think it will.
I do think England.
I think it will be.
Spain will win it. Spain will win it, but I don't think.
I think it'll be France versus Spain. I think honestly.
No, can't be. France and Spain are on the base.
You know who's an underdog? Shall I tell you
group.
who's the underdog? Portugal. They've got some every single position solid.
I know because they got too much politics.
I think Portugal is an underdog, though.
You got to understand as well. Portugal lost to Hungary the last game that they had, and
I
Hungary.
know Ireland as well 2-0. They lost to Ireland 2-0 as well.
We need to debate today.
Well, we've got an Algerian here, so be careful of what you say.
Oh, watch out!
Well, what's the debate today?
What's the debate? I mean, whatever you want it. We're just debating on.
Yo, Diaz is better than Mahrez, bro. Eat the L.
Yeah, Brahim Diaz better than Mahrez.
Yeah, you lost.
He's better than Mahrez. Who did you say what?
Diaz.
What are you saying? Current form or prime?
Yeah, current form for sure. Like it's not
current form, 100%. Yeah, but Mahrez delivered. Mahrez delivered an AFCON for us. What did Brahim Diaz deliver for you? The biggest disappointment in your country's history.
Whoa!
He literally Panenka a penalty in the last kick of the game for no reason.
Mahrez bare belly was nowhere near a final. He didn't even get do you know what I mean? We're not even. This the guy is not even.
What? Mahrez literally won us a final. We have.
No, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this African.
I'm not talking about this. I'm saying Mahrez. If Brahim Diaz can redeem himself next AFCON, wait 1 second.
No, but even then, I feel like even then, I've got a few things I could say about it. I've actually asked my cousin but I don't want to get into the whole politics of things. But in my opinion,
it's not about politics. Brahim Diaz missed the biggest
I'll say
penalty.
right now that Diaz penalty, he actually deliberately missed it. But I don't want to go into the details.
Okay. Waleed, look at me in the camera. Me and you both know that did not happen. Me and you both know. Brahim...
No, you do know that. You do know.
Waleed, I'm looking at you right in your eyes.
Are you older than 18 years old?
Yes, in a couple of days' time.
You know for a fact he missed that on purpose. Like everyone.
No, Waleed. Okay, can I tell you why he didn't? Why did the players look so disappointed when he missed it? Number one. Number two.
No. It's the opposite. It's the opposite.
It was the opposite.
Everyone was straight.
I was at the game. I was at the game, and my
two.
cousin plays for Morocco. Like I asked him myself.
Yeah, and my cousin was
who's your
my
cousin,
cousin
though?
is actually friends with Mendy, best friends with him. Right, anyways.
Oh, is this the guy that said that Mindy thing?
No. That was another guy.
But literally, like, I'm saying a serious note. I'm related to one of the players. Do you understand? I asked him, and I meet up with these players
I'm
all
not
the
joking
time.
when I say Mendy's my cousin's best friend, bro. Like, do you think I'm joking?
Right, and I'll tell you right now, I'm actually related to one of the players that actually should have been played but got injured in the third match. I know that on a personal level. I ask him all the time.
Wait, who's your
what
cousin?
goes
Who's
on
your
with the
cousin?
national team.
Yo,
I meet
I
up with
gotta
the players
know.
all the
What-
time.
Oh, anyways,
was
let me
thinking
just
that
continue
match.
my point. The person who was squealing and crying for the penalty the most was Brahim Diaz. He was the one that was asking for the penalty the most out of everyone. And another point I have to
because it's a clear penalty, bro. What
Yeah,
the hell?
Because it's a clear penalty.
It's a clear grab, bro.
But you got to understand one thing though. Here's
number
one
three.
thing that you
Wait,
gotta
wait, my
understand.
Mendy point.
Let's
That's what I'm saying.
talk. Let's talk. I was just talking rubbish.
I'm telling you,
Go, go,
my
go.
cousin,
Let him
my
embarrass
cousin's best friends
himself.
with
Go,
Mendy.
go.
But Mendy, yeah, why did he start doing the signal Allahu Akbar when he saved the penalty? And why is it after the game he came on an interview saying
Can I
that?
tell you why? Because he thinks that justice has prevailed. That's why he's doing the whole thing. And also,
So
when
why
he's
did
saving
he say
a penalty,
after the game-
he's going
why
to
did he
try
say
and
after
make
the
it look
game?
convincing.
Why did he say after the game Brahim Diaz and him never spoke about anything?
What was you going to say? Oh yeah, okay. What you smashed
Yeah,
it? 'Cause
no,
he's gonna
Diaz.
come out,
Yeah,
my
that
guy.
makes sense. Yeah,
Because he's
it
going to
was
come out and say,
what's
guys,
his
guess
name?
what? He
Mane
missed
that
out on
told him.
penalty. He missed out on purpose, by the way. Are you over the age of 18? I worry about your mindset at times, mate.
Waleed, remember I said to you before the AFCON, I'm going to say it again. Mabruk, me, you, and
Bro, but honestly,
wait,
yeah, honestly,
wait, me, Waleed, and the guy that's related to a Moroccan player have the same
Have the
amount
same
of AFCONs.
AFCON. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
as
know,
Hakimi. So
but what you don't have, what Algeria don't have, is a semi-final in a World Cup. That's when you start playing.
wow,
That's the reality. That's the reality, innit?
wow, you have a
You
World
can
Cup.
talk about the
Bro,
AFCON.
did you see
can
the
talk
World
about the
Cup trophy
AFCON,
when it came to
but
Algeria? How they
The
started
last
praising.
the last time you watched Algeria in the World Cup, you was probably 8 years old or 9 years old. That's worrying, mate.
No, yeah, and I remember it.
You don't. Not at 9
I
years
do.
old.
I
No,
remember
you
every,
won't. No, you won't.
I remember
No, you
every
won't.
single game basically.
No,
Right,
but
and I
10
go
years
to every
ago-
Morocco game whenever I get the chance. That doesn't mean
10
anything.
years ago, you're talking rubbish.
I do.
When they
Really,
question- is
I
that-
can remember
is that
games
your
from when I was
Buwardi
4.
on your front, mate. Buwardi's going to be the next
Is he even picking you? Though?
Busquets, mate. That
Is he-
guy plays like Busquets.
He has
he
to see
100%
by March. By
Is he
March,
100%
we'll see.
picking you?
What?
Is he 100% picking Morocco?
Well, mate, Fuzi come out and was like, we still not got players signed up yet, like Buwardi. And Fuzi would never make a statement like that unless he's like sure. So I'd be very shocked if he doesn't.
But why hasn't he picked you already? Because I'm hearing from day one his heart's set on Morocco. He's good enough to clearly play for you. Why has he not picked you already?
I think
It's
it's
all
again,
about
I think
the
it's just
politics of it. It's
Mate,
the
Morocco
politics.
hasn't come out and said
Yeah,
anything about the
politics.
final.
Yeah, but this is giving Turkey vibes. 'Cause I remember Dean made the video saying Turkey's going to pick Algeria, and I said to him that's not going to happen.
Yeah, but
No,
I was
you gotta
Turkey had the
understand
common
as well,
sense to
right?
realise that you guys never got to a semi-final and you're not in a World Cup. So why would it like that? There's common
Really?
sense behind that.
Yeah, but now
absolutely.
we've seen you've not won anything in how many? Really, you weren't even born the last time Morocco won something.
It doesn't matter. I've seen us get to the semi-final of the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? I've seen us get to the final
Did you?
of
Okay.
African Cup of Nations.
Wow,
I've seen us
wow.
host the greatest African Cup of Nations you've ever seen in your entire life. So don't even come.
Actually, that's not true. Because
don't
the
even
one
say
in
your
the
Chan.
one
That
in
Chan
Egypt-
Algeria is embarrassing. You should be embarrassed with that.
No, the one in Egypt was the best. Of all time.
Wait, by the way, are
No,
we
it
still
was not
hosting
the best one. No, it was not the
Yo,
best
this
one.
guy stinks, bro.
Oh my
It
god.
stinks in here.
Unahi's cousin, please. Let's not get involved in.
Wallahi, bro.
Unahi's cousin. Let's be quiet.
Bro,
man.
you know what's crazy?
Nah, I'll
you know
talk
what's
to you,
actually
but I'm
crazy?
telling
Hassan,
you
tell
right
him.
now.
Hassan, tell him.
Bro,
Guy doesn't
Meh-
know.
No. I'm telling you right now, look. Not just someone who's like representing Morocco myself, because I played for Morocco before. Do you understand? I understand
Yeah.
the expectation. and
What
the
did you play
levels
for the
as
under
well.
10s like disabled team or something?
Sorry?
What did you play for like the under 10s? Like,
No, I played for the under 23s and I was with the
Okay.
reserve A squad.
Ads
Okay.
doesn't know, mate. Ads doesn't know. Leave him miskin. He's a miskin.
He doesn't even know who
Wait,
I am.
did
He
you
doesn't
play
even
the
know who I
under
am.
23 AFCON? Did
Huh?
you play the under 23 AFCON, right? Did you play under
I
23
played
AFCON?
in the under 21s intermediate cup.
Oh, yeah.
so you're a baller.
This is during the time when I was trialing and deciding between either playing for England at the time or playing for Morocco.
Wow.
Because I
So
played
you're a
for-
snake
at the
like
time
that.
I was at
You had to play-
Liverpool.
Alright, no, that's fine. We clocked your ankles.
Yo, to be
Nah,
honest,
'cause I was
just
at
to be
Liverpool at the
you have to
time.
be a baller, fam. So I don't hear.
Wait, Ads, this guy was at Liverpool Academy. He was with there where Klopp was there.
I was about to say this is sad how like Waleed supports Liverpool because like why do you support my team?
Huh?
Why do you? Like, I'm disappointed you lot support my team.
Ads, where were you born?
I mean, it doesn't matter where I was born.
Where were you born?
It doesn't.
Whereabouts in London were you born?
Wait,
Whereabouts in London? Was it south, east, west?
West London, West London.
Yeah, ask me where I was.
Wallahi,
born.
wait,
There's a difference, that's why.
Wallahi, you were born in Liverpool. Wallahi, you were born in Liverpool.
Well, I was born in Fazakerley Hospital. Google it. Fazakerley Hospital now is
It's
called
in Liverpool.
It's
Talk
in
to me
Liverpool.
about hospitals. Stop it. I was born
Oh
in
my
Liverpool.
god!
Hey,
don't be silly.
Waleed,
The
you're
shit, I
not
live in
even
Liverpool
like.
right now. I literally live on the other side of Bootle, so
Guys,
I know the
Nah,
area.
but
This
it
guy-
doesn't. What?
He's never been.
By that
He's never
logic,
been past
by that logic.
Birmingham. Ads, you've never been
No,
past
I
Birmingham.
have actually
Stop
been to
embarrassing
Anfield.
yourself.
Hey, Waleed, next time I come Anfield, I'm gonna shout you.
Don't.
Look at that, Waleed.
No, don't.
Come to the game, me and you.
Oh,
listen,
you know
Waleed,
what he
shout-
is? He's probably one of those fans where he buys a hospitality ticket and just thinks he's a Liverpool fan.
mate, those hospitality
I know I
tickets
got to your
are
heart
expensive.
earlier with the under 10s
No,
comment.
no. At least you guys are like top six.
Which
in it.
Premier
I'm
League
from
club
Leicester.
sees
My
Man
team's about to get relegated again.
Watford best.
The thing is, though,
Ooh,
you know
good
why I don't get this
question.
logic about support where you're born, support
I
your
think he's at
local.
a good level, Mahama, right now. To be honest, I think where
thing
Mahama is right now is good.
Nah, Mama needs to go to Prem. He's definitely going to go.
No, you don't want. You want. It's like remember when Tarabat had that unbelievable season at Championship. Like he's not. I just think Mahama goes to a Premier League now. It's like when Khanous went to the Premier League with Leicester. He got found
But he
out.
was good. Khanous was
No,
good.
but he was good. He was good.
He was good.
I'm-
He was good.
I'm glad
He
he
was-
left
he was
it
strong.
because
He was Leicester's
our team is
standout
shit
player.
right now. Leicester
The
shit
guy
right
was
now.
cooking.
Yeah, but you got to understand as well, Mama. I think he'll go to someone like Brentford or someone like Brighton if he wants to succeed further.
Mama.
I'd go to Brighton.
That's
Who's
what I think he
Who's
should go
Mohammed?
to.
Is he the
Right.
guy that was the star in the under 20s World Cup? That guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The guy who won Golden Boy. Yeah, he's a baller,
Yeah.
man. This guy needs to be at a bigger team.
No,
yeah. But I'm
Watford's a
saying
good
for
level.
him, I would
Yes,
start
man,
off at
Joe,
somewhere like
Joe.
Brighton or Brentford build himself up, build a status before
No
building
Brentford, no
further.
Brentford, no Brentford.
No,
Brentford plays
Brighton
in
and
Brentford.
Bournemouth, those like stay up in it.
Yeah, I feel like in the Premier League, if you
Bournemouth
really
would
want
be a
to
good option. To
Yeah, but you got to
fair.
think about as well of his positions as well as a club. Brighton would be a good fit for him, but also would Brentford be as well? Because Bournemouth, they've already got a good winging set as well, and they got Adley there as well. So you got to understand that as well. So
No, but I feel like he will overtake Adli. Like Adli for me is a bit meh. It's not that good.
Adley's a striker, so it's the same position, isn't it?
Mate, don't forget, Adley was in that team. He was like one of the star men in that team for.
Delay because
Alonso.
but he's fallen off since then, Waleed.
Because he had injuries,
Yeah,
mate.
because
He
he
had
was
awful
injured. He was
injuries. Mate,
injured
he had
for like a year,
this guy
bro.
has no like. Mate, the
Waleed,
guy
it's just good. You're the one that literally gets on him the most out of everyone.
I just stick
You know,
to
I've
the
not-
Algerian Pro League and just call it a day, bro.
No, bro, the thing is, when my man's the one that used to cuss out Adli, and now he's trying to back him because he bagged the one goal against Liverpool, and now he's trying to back him. I saw
Mate, he
that
got an
video.
assist the other day. He got an assist the other day.
Yeah, exactly. And what were you saying about him months before? I know he should be nowhere near the Moroccan national team.
played
He's not good enough. This and that.
What about
Mate,
what about
Slot is-
Drioche,
Slot
innit?
is,
Drioche, didn't he score like 2 goals against Liverpool?
Jesus Christ.
Who Adli?
No, Drioche, he plays for PSV as well, but he
Oi,
didn't.
Ned,
go
do you
for
know-
Yeah.
Oi, Ned, ads. Do you remember when you used to tell me Slot was the guy? Do you remember we had that big argument? I told you in October we need to get him out, and you were loving it.
But okay, wait, Waleed, you're turning out to be right, but like,
Mate,
what-
I said
No,
in
no,
September we won't even get top 4, and you
Okay,
said
but the thing
knew
is, I
nothing.
like, I
was
don't get- I don't
bold.
get-
I didn't have an idea. Look who's
No,
laughing.
wait, I couldn't tell you about really, mate.
Hey, Waleed's moving like
you know, why does
Waleed
Waleed start every single video of saying my bold take, my bold statement?
Have 3 guesses, mate. Have 3 guesses. Go on.
Well, you're right,
I know you Algerians are a bit slow, but you can honestly get this one. You'll get there.
Wait, it's like, wow. Anyways, what was I even gonna say? You talk so much, Waleed, like you made me forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah,
Sometimes, these Algerians, they talk too much. Too much. They talk too much.
Wow, I just kicked someone like that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
No,
like
but on a
a
serious
hacky,
note,
wow.
though, I mean, Algeria, when you look at it, I think they're not even like,
Wait, Hassan, Naif, he's a Liverpool fan, right? And he said Algeria the best team, right? There's a story
oh
behind
my
this.
god.
So you wasn't here once, so I was live watching. Was it Algeria? Algeria was playing in a group match, and this Nathan guy came in, and I was like, "Nath, watch! Algeria have just won 1-0, like they just scraped through."
Yeah.
I guarantee now there's going to be at least one Algerian that's going to come through and say Algeria are the best team in the world. No joke.
was that the Congo?
Nathan was
Congo
on
game?
live, and they came.
That was the Congo.
I
There
was
was about
there as
5
well.
Algerians that came through going, Algeria are the best team in the world. Like you couldn't have
Yeah, I remember. It was the Congo game. It was after the Congo.
Congo,
Congo was like
that's
one of
it,
the
yeah.
not
Oh
the
my God,
favourites,
don't
but
even
it
get me
was to go
started.
far, innit?
Hey, you said you were at the game, right? Did you see all the Algerian fans outside the stadium, what they were saying? Oh my word. Literally, I had every single one of them come up to me and were like, oh yeah, like, fucking Algeria's better than Morocco, this, and this.
And
Oh, yeah.
Nath is from England, and he's not even biased, and he saw the Algerians and how delusional they are, mate. They all came in after 1-0. We're the best team in the world. One week later, they're out.
Bro, they're losing against Jordan in the World Cup, bro. Just watch that.
No,
telling you right
you know
now,
what? I say
They're
right
going to
now,
get knocked out. They're going to get knocked out, them. I'm telling you right now. They are going to get knocked out.
No, they'll make it out that group, man. Well, who they got? They got Jordan, flipping Austria. Austria, I know they're
bro,
decent
You know
side,
what?
innit? But
You know what?
Scotland.
Austria, I think they're going to do a number around them, I think.
Mate, people don't. Austria's a solid team. Don't forget,
Yeah,
they've got
exactly.
football heritage.
That's what I'm
They've got
saying.
football heritage. They've been in that World Cup.
They
Algeria
even
haven't
make
been
it to the
for
last
10 years, mate. 10 years. That's mental. Do you know how long that is? That's a whole decade of not being in the World Cup. No wonder their president was so happy to see the World Cup in this country.
Yeah, you saw that, bro.
Farhan.
I know offense to Austria, but I don't remember the last time. Have they been like past the round of 16 in the Euros at least?
Who? Algeria?
Have they
Austria. Like,
No, Algeria's never been to the quarterfinals. I think Austria.
No,
have.
they've only been to the round of 16 and they got
no, in the
thrashed
Euros.
against,
I'm saying like, Austria
Germany.
at least have they been in the the last Euros?
Bro, they lost to Turkey 2-1, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It was 2-1.
Yeah, they lost to Turkey, innit?
Yeah.
No, but I think the World Cup is different though, because when you come to the World Cup, you actually have an expectation to do the best that you can. I feel like with the Euros and the AFCON and everything like that, it feels like, from what I've seen, a lot of the teams that do try to held back a little bit more compared to the World Cup. Whereas the World Cup, they put your heart out completely.
Bro,
Like, example,
you
look at
expect
Morocco.
them-
I think it's
Bro,
opposite because
Hassan.
AFCON continental cups, you have a much higher chance of winning it, innit? Like
Yeah.
I see Austria winning the Euros more than I see them anytime winning a World Cup, innit?
Who's
Yeah,
that
exactly.
man?
Of Greece or Denmark.
Austria are not a bad team. I mean, they finished
They're
second
not a
in
bad
the
team. They've
group.
got. Is Arnautovic still playing there?
Yeah, possibly, mate. That guy will never leave. They lost 2-1 in round 16. They've been to the round 16 twice.
Bro, Hassan, you expect me to believe, yeah, that Bonjah is gonna put all his heart out against Argentina, bro?
No,
Are
I
they,
just see
Pat?
that they're losing. Like, they're gonna lose. They
Nah, they're gonna
maybe
lose it. They're gonna lose
like
it.
Saudi, but I think they'll lose it, innit?
No, but I'm saying other teams.
They'll
I'm not
finish
saying
third place,
Algeria. I'm
though.
not saying
They'll go through
Algeria
for
will.
third place.
I'm saying other teams
No,
will.
they'll go through. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're gonna get knocked out round of 16 anyways. It's just part of their.
Yeah, but they're
reality.
happy, mate. That's for hand for them. They'll be happy with round 16. Don't forget, they've not been in for a decade. Them like going to the round 16 is like winning the World Cup. They'll do an open tour bus. They'll be like a holiday for them in their country.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. See,
Like, that's
they're
their
gonna
biggest
get past the round of 32 as well. They're gonna get past the round of 32.
No, they won't get.
Hold on. You're saying they're gonna go past the round of 32 as well? That's a bit mad.
Oh, sorry, not 32. No. I guess
Because round of 32, they have to pass. They have to play a top team from one of the groups in it. They have to play a first.
I think
the one of the
against
teams that beat them
France or
first
like
place.
Norway.
I mean, we
Yeah.
possibly. Also, what do we? So it's 32. Is it like Champions League? It's like 32, but then people who are qualified second go to 16.
No, bro. Like basically first, second, third place, all qual.
Because we
They all
play,
qualify through. First, second, and third all
round
qualify
32.
through.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
so
qualified
the
through
third
to
place
go to round of
playoff.
32.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
But
play
even then,
Netherlands.
I feel like now, I think for Morocco, I think they just need to set something up so they can go into the World Cup with a good expectation. Because I feel like this World Cup, despite how bad the country actually hosting it is, I feel like they have to do something to be able to, put something out there so that the next World Cup in 2030, they have something to show for it. I think that's what it is, because everyone's going to look at this 2026 World Cup as a next step for the 2030. So I feel like if Morocco puts something out there for the next World Cup 2026,
If we get to the last 16, I'll be happy. I'm not even joking. I think I'll be happy.
Yeah,
with
I
last
no,
think
I think
Morocco will reach
quarters,
quarterfinals.
because most
I think they'll
likely we're
reach
playing Cote
quarterfinals.
d'Ivoire
Bro,
or
but
Senegal.
why though? Like, bro, let's say like we qualify first place, right? We're gonna face either Netherlands, Japan, or Tunisia.
Yeah,
Right?
but I have a feeling though.
I
I have
put
a
Japan,
feeling.
I put Japan winning that group in it. If they have to play the same kind of quality that we're playing in 2022, I would see them top in the group again.
Yeah. But I feel like with Japan,
give me a
though,
sec. Give me a
they've
sec. I'll
lost
be
a lot of
back.
their players recently that they had in the last World Cup. They've lost a lot of their players.
I'll be back in